These are our first matches for the team match today, and we got Reynald coming up against AngryBird. If you are AngryBird, how do you prepare yourself for this? Like, well, I know he plays JP, and honestly, I feel like that's the only thing that you can say because it's Reynald. That's literally it. That's the only thing you can say. Like, well, it's Reynald.
You can't just run the matchup with anybody else.
You can't.
You have to run the Reynald matchup. It's not the JP matchup anymore, and we've seen that proven last week when it came to him versus NuckleDu. So obviously, AngryBird, he's faced off against the creme de la creme of JPs, right? We're talking about Kakeru, more often than not, in Japan. I don't know how many times he's already played on Wi-Fi here in LA, but granted, he's had a lot of JP practice. So it's really, I think, in AngryBird's court, to be honest with you, in regards to the favorites right now. But Reynald already off to a fantastic start thus far, and that's going to be a huge punish counter. Drive rush forward into the standing medium kick. I'm loving that, but damn!
Oh, nice. Just a little stagger right there. Stand heavy punch confirmed into the uppercut. Reynald stuck in this corner, and look at his drive bar. Burnout, getting real close. Spins the EX, tries to hit a button after he's plus after those OD fireballs. Yeah.
Not in this situation. Yeah, like he was close to burnout. It could have been a bad situation, but he did have a chance, right? Especially after the OD fireball. There is a chance for you to take your turn back.
Oh, no, so that's not plus. That's not a plus situation. Excuse me.
It was in Street Fighter 5, to be fair. We were so used to seeing that kind of pressure. And like that's something that, you know, Reynald needed to check as well. So it's totally fair.
Speaking of checking, drive rush to get in. Crouch medium kick, and he's really... Oh. I like the stand light kick and the fireball. Perfect parry. Parry's right back. Drive rush in and just turning the offense on to make sure Reynald doesn't get to play it all. There's a throw. Okay, OD fireball once again in the corner. Tries to drive rush to get out of there and build some space. AngryBird says no. He's got three of them.
Harassing them too.
Yes, sir. I like those AngryBirds. Can I get one of them Rashid combos? Can I get like a crouch medium punch fireball super?
Punk sitting behind him with Big Bird kind of razzing a little bit.
I don't like that, man. I'm not a fan with them. Like all three of them.
Yeah, on the same team.
At least give us Nephew. What's Nephew doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he laughing too? If he's laughing, then all right.
Yo, look.
If you can make the robot laugh, I get it.
Satsui no Nephew. I feel like if he starts laughing, that's how you know things are getting crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, tries to go for a throw, low, medium kick, confirm. Yo, mini loops. DP to keep the corner pressure, stand light kick. And once again, he's stuck in this corner.
Jesus.
With no drive bar. And look at the loops coming from AngryBird. And you got the level 1 to close out. Saves one for the next round. This is the first player match of this team match. So that means this is best of 3.
Jeez Louise.
I felt the power of Yipes take over me, and I had to scream it out. I had to scream it to the hilltop. That was optimal.
Nice.
That was beautifully done.
Okay.
The sandwich. Yep.
Wow.
Departure. Departure again. And I like the idea. He set up the spike in front of him just in case AngryBird decides to drive rush forward. Speaking of which, I love the interruption. Great call from Reynald. No, the low forward at the tip, right at the edge of the boot.
Dash up throw. After the powered up uppercut, tick throw once again. Crouch jab throw. Trying to see how he's going to deal with it. Crouch short to stop the pressure. Almost got out of the corner. Jump light from AngryBird. Going to keep the corner. Gets the side switch, but still puts him right back in the situation. Jab goes into the drive rush. Spins the level 3. That is a quick 2-0 for the side of Nasser.
You're not kidding. He was building up so much meter throughout the entire onslaught, and also the stagger pressure. It's so hard to tell when you can actually press a button. You know, Reynald feeling the exact same way, but it's not the end of it, right? This is I don't know how often they've actually played against each other, if ever. Reynald versus AngryBird.
There's no way they played against each other.
I mean, like, the only time that they could have, the only time they could have is outside. I mean, like, maybe they could have run a casual set before the tournament.
I would be surprised if those guys have actually played each other before. And on top of that, you can tell by the way that AngryBird really kind of approached it. He was like, I'm not going to give you time to play. Like, he literally was like, at the tail end of low forward, he was like, oh, I'm going to make sure you deal with this, even on block. But most of them was successful because Reynald was really trying to get out of that range. And that's what you kind of do against King. You're like, bro, I don't want to give him this automatic range where he gets to pressure me. And literally, AngryBird was like, I'm going to make sure you understand that you're never getting out of that range. Quick 2-0. Obviously, there's still a team battle going on, a team match going on.